Good morning from Big Sky Country. I'm Stacy, owner of Montana Used Bricks. And first of all, I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I finally got to 1,000 subscribers. I actually got there probably the beginning of December, I think, but I've had a lot going on. Just to give you a little update, my mom, who had a heart attack in July, went into the hospital for the fourth time. I want to say like December 6th, right around there. And then she was in for 16 days. So she was in the hospital for quite a while. And between working full time, visiting with her, and trying to get ready for the holidays, I just didn't have time for the business at all. And I am months behind on my comments. I have not been doing videos. I really haven't been doing anything for the business. I've been focusing on family. Things are starting to settle down. My mom's at home. Because of the way the American healthcare system is, she really should be somewhere other than living alone, but that's a whole nother video, I think. But she's doing much better. She's much happier being at home. We had a wonderful Christmas together, and so things are going better in that direction. I still need to visit her at least once a day. I'm still working full time, and I still have other things I need to get done, so the business is still kind of on the back burner. I realized I really wanted to get a video out there and just thank everyone for not only watching all my videos, but all the wonderful comments I have gotten concerning my mom. Thank you so much. I've read quite a few of those to her, so that makes her happy knowing people are thinking of her. So thank you. Just thank you all around, I guess is the best way to say it. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I know ours was really nice this year. I went back and I'm trying to go through my comments. Believe it or not, I am 5 months behind on comments, and I apologize. I do read them because I get a notification through my email of the comments. So I do read them. I just haven't had time to respond to them. So I'm going to go over 5 of them that I got 5 months ago. I'm going to ask your opinion on a couple of these because I really don't know the answer, especially to this first one. I have multiple wanted lists going, and after I place an order, how do I keep track of what I've ordered from those lists so I don't accidentally order them again? I know how to check them off once they are delivered, but I'm wondering if there is an efficient way to keep tally of the items already purchased for placing multiple orders from multiple sellers at the same time. I've had this issue where I've placed multiple orders from multiple sellers and ended up buying the same part from both sellers. I haven't done a deep dive on the wanted list to see if there is a way to say, okay, I've ordered this, I just haven't received it yet. So I'm asking those of you that do use the wanted list if you know of a quick and easy way to efficiently keep track of what you've actually ordered before it's been delivered. Because I'm like them. I know what to do once it's delivered. I know how to mark it off and all of that. But yeah, when you have it ordered and a week later you place another order, you don't want to duplicate. So if you have a way to keep that from happening, let me know. Put it in the comments below. The next one was, what are the things you do to work on your business to increase sales? And this is actually a really good question considering my sales have been way, way down this year, really down. But I've also had a lot going on, so it hasn't been a priority to increase my sales. But my immediate thought is just keep adding to inventory, but add more unique parts, rare parts, or even parts that you know will sell right away, parts that people are always looking for. Those are the things you're going to want to put in your store to increase the sales. The other thing you can do is do an actual sale on items, either your entire store or just specific parts. I used to, before Bionicle started selling out, when I had a lot of Bionicle and Hero Factory parts, I would mark those down like 50% off, and that would draw people into my store. So not only were they buying those parts, but they were buying other parts as well. And you can put the sale that you're having in the forums. A lot of people check those to see what stores are having a sale. I believe there's a way to send out an email to let your buyers know you're having a sale. Don't quote me on that. Seems to me I read that somewhere, but I've never used that. I have put in the Bricklink forum that I'm having a sale, and I think that does bring in quite a few people. You can also put that out there on your social media or on the Facebook group, Bricklink Worldwide Buyers and Sellers Group, and you can put it that you're having a sale on that as well. And those are the things that come to mind right off the top of my head. If you have any other ways that you increase your sales, please put it in the comments, because if next year goes like this year is, I might be looking for ideas on how to increase sales. And this one is a way throwback. And it's what happened with the package that was refused. Did you get that sorted out? So about 6 months ago, I had sent a package to them, and it was actually a replacement, and I can't remember, I think I sent them the wrong part or something. So it was just like one part or a minifigure that was being sent to somebody, and it got sent, but then the package was refused. But the thing is, the buyer never got back to me and said, oh, this package was refused, I didn't get it, nothing like that. And then I had followed the tracking for quite a while, and it looked like it was being returned to me, but it never came back. And I never did follow up because I never heard from the buyer, because I think all of this happened about the time my mom got sick, and I never followed up. So I really don't know what happened to this package. I don't know if it's sitting in the post office somewhere, or if it finally got sent to the buyer and the buyer accepted it. I don't know. And the buyer never contacted me to say they didn't get the package. So it makes me wonder what happened, and I may have to spend a little while to figure out who that was and what happened to the package. But it's just interesting to me that, one, I didn't get it back, and two, the seller never told me that they didn't get it, especially since it was a replacement part. So who knows? That's the USPS for you. Hey, I'm a new Bricklink seller that is currently only selling used parts, and I was wondering how other sellers separate their excellent parts from their good and poor. Currently, we are using organizers for the bulk pieces, but I couldn't imagine having to double or even triple our storage system for new, good, and poor condition. So I was just wondering if anyone had any ways to separate their pieces by condition effectively that requires minimal space. I am probably not the best person to answer this question, because we do not sort our used parts into categories. Ours are either in good to great condition in order to be sold in my store. In fact, I would probably say great to excellent condition, otherwise they end up in the filler box. We do not do the excellent, great, good, poor, however you want to grade those, because that would just take too long. It takes long enough to go through the used parts as it is without trying to figure out how to grade them. And the other thing is, the one thing that I noticed as a buyer when I go in to buy used parts, if they're graded, my thought process is, what do they consider good? What do they consider great? What do they consider poor? Because maybe your version of good would not be my version of good. So for me, the space issue is not really an issue, because all of ours are good to excellent condition parts, so they all get thrown in the same container. Occasionally, if it's a rare part, an older part, something that's hard to find, and it's not in the best condition, then yes, we will hold on to that part. We'll put in the comments what's wrong with it, and then we'll either stick it in a baggie and then write on the bag why it's in the bag, and then put it in with the other parts, or we'll just find an empty slot somewhere to put that part in so it is separated from the others. So we don't have multiples of a whole bunch of parts. So those of you that do the grading system, and I'm not saying it's bad, I mean, some people really enjoy buying from stores where they have that option. For those of you that do it that way, how do you store your parts? How do you keep them separated so you know these are the good used parts, these are the poor used parts? And the last one is very similar to the previous question, and this isn't really a question, it's more of a comment. Great video. I appreciate your pickiness. For me personally, I regularly buy scratched and nicked parts at 1 or 2 cents each as filler bricks. They work just as good as long as they're going to be in the same place. I understand you wanting to only sell really good parts, but us AFOLs can and do use those kind of parts. And I appreciate that because I did several videos on one on the quality of used parts and another video on selling used parts and how difficult it is. Just learned over the years to be picky because I have been dinged and gotten a couple of neutrals because what I felt was an okay used part, the buyer did not, and they were disappointed and they gave me a neutral, usually without contacting me so I could rectify the situation. But I've learned to be very picky, and if I'm sitting there looking at a part going, should I sell this or shouldn't I? When I get to that point, it's usually like if I'm questioning it, I'm not going to sell it. So it's going to go in the filler box. And I've had no issue selling my used filler Lego part. They've always sold. I sell them on Facebook Marketplace. Last year I sold them in a yard sale. And so those parts do sell because, like they said, people who are doing their own creations use those parts on the underside or inside stuff where it's not going to be seen, but it just makes it more sturdy. So there's always a way to sell parts. You can sell the best of parts and the worst of parts, which is what's so great about Lego. I am very much out of practice with these videos, so I'm sorry this will seem really choppy by the time I edit it because I just am not used to doing these. But again, I do want to thank everybody who's taken the time not only to watch my videos, but to subscribe to my channel and to leave comments. I really, really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun doing these videos and I really do want to continue them. I'm just not sure with the way my life is going right now if I'm going to be able to do them on a regular basis like I would like. But I was telling my husband this morning that thanks to all your comments, I probably have enough material to do at least 3 or 4 more videos in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for that. So if you did leave a comment and it's been like 3 or 4 months, don't worry, I will be getting to it here soon. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it that thumbs up. If you really like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.